Hey everyone, it's Met with Down to Trade. Today's Monday, January 9th. Today was a nice, easy start for the week. We were in and out of the market in about 30 minutes. I'm just going to show you what we were looking at throughout the day, so let's go ahead and get down to trading. Okay, so this morning we did note the market gapped up this morning on good news in what looked like to be the tech sector, with Amazon claiming an easy second half of the year. So now this gap came in after a big green candle on Friday. So we did expect some selling pressure early on as traders took some profit off the table. On the daily chart, I was waiting for the SPX to break above this early high of day. So again, we were waiting for that selling pressure to come in, and again, we were waiting for, I was waiting for it to break above this high of day, and we were looking for a close above the high of day, which came in at around 9:45 ish. And that high of day was around 39.21. So I was waiting for that break above and a close above that 39.21. And at about 9:45, it happened. Now, after the break above, I wanted to wait for a small pullback, which happened just a few minutes later. And I entered the 38.70 by 38.40 bull put spread for 90 cents. I was cautious with this position as we had some good resistance hovering above at around 39.40. My target was 35 cents, which would have locked in my 1% for the day. But at around 10:15 ish, I did note that the market was struggling to break above this 39.34 area. At this point, I was already profitable and premium was already down to about 40 cents. So I decided to exit a bit early rather than risking the entire trade for the last 5 cents of premium that I was going for. Remember, I was going for 35 cents, which would have given me my 1%, but I was already here at 40 cents. And I just didn't want to risk the entire trade for that last 5 cents, not when we're just having trouble breaking above this 39.34 area. So I got out for 40 cents and with a net return of about 0.88% or 0.9%. But I did keep the trade room open because others were looking for another possible entry. Now, as price broke above this resistance, I announced my thoughts on a possible entry. As price broke above this resistance, I was looking for either price to come down and retest and break above, at which point I would personally be looking for break above that neckline, or this I was looking for a possible false breakout, or what we'd call a bull trap, where it then breaks below, and then my entry would look something like this: a retest of that resistance and then a breakdown of this neckline. In the end, it was likely that one of these two confirmation trades would have occurred, or the market would have just chopped sideways around this resistance for a while. But in the end, the breakout above did win. Now, remember, as I announced in the room, I could not actually take any more trades for the day because I had already pretty much reached my goal. I was actually just calling out my thoughts on what I would be looking for if I were still in a position to take a trade. If I would have actually taken this bull put spread, it would have been short lived, as just a little while later, around 11:30, I started seeing a bearish divergence pop in, and I drew that in, and I announced it to the room that there was likely a reversal in the market at this point. But traders certainly could have squeezed some more juice out of the market with this trade. I continue to watch the market go down, and at around 12:55, 12:56, I noted the market broke below support, and I announced that a break below this neckline of around 39.32 would normally prompt me to enter with a bear call spread. So I did set an alarm at 39.32. There were only a few traders left in the room at this point, but I again announced this possible entry. I have no idea if anyone jumped in on this trade, as no one really answered back in the room, but this position would have been highly profitable. In the end, it was a nice day with a lot of opportunity for profit. I often sometimes feel like breaking my rules, and today was definitely one of those times. It would have been a great day to pump up my month, but in the end, I must remain vigilant and stick with my rules. Let's face it, the worst thing that can happen when you break your rules is for the trade to work out in your favor, because then you're just really reinforcing a bad behavior and you increase the chance of that behavior actually continuing in the future. I know that seems counterintuitive, but it's true. The best thing that could actually happen when you break a rule is for you to lose, because then you'll be reminded of why you had the rule in the first place. But let's go ahead and jump over to the journal. Now, looking at the official Down to Trade journal, we see our same entry that we discussed earlier. So far, we've taken 6 trades for the year, and I've been profitable on 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, giving us a win rate of 83%. On our daily tab, we see the same information in a daily format. Again, we've only traded 4 days. I've been profitable on 3. So on a daily basis, our win rate is 75%. And we see our expected return so far for the month and year is 1.45%. That's our expected return. However, we're slightly above that at 1.82%. On our expected return tab, we once again see the exact same information, but along with our expected return graph. Now, this graph doesn't seem very astonishing yet, as we're only a handful of days into the year. But my hope is that we can follow this expected return graph all the way throughout 2023 for a nice, fantastic return at the end of the year. Okay, there wasn't much to cover today, but I hope you were able to gather some insight on how I look for confirmation in my entries. I know a lot of traders who would argue that I get in late, and they're correct. I know traders who don't wait for confirmation, and they are highly successful by getting in early. In fact, several traders in the trade room got in better positions than me because they did not wait for the confirmation. However, I find this entry style is good for my personality. In the end, you have to trade with a style that you are comfortable with. Anyways, I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to see your thoughts and comments down below. If you like this content, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you'd like to learn more about the Down to Trade Room and see how we've closed every single quarter with double-digit returns, or how we finished 2022 with a rate of return of 106%, visit us at down2trade.com. That's down, the number 2, trade.com. We're also offering the journal to the public as well. So start the year off right and get your good habits going early with a fantastic journal. I'll leave a link in the description below. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team at support@down2trade.com. Take care, everybody. Happy trading.